What is going on, everyone? Drake here, just showing you the next play in my trio offense. That play is PA deep cross. This is a play setup that you can run versus any sort of coverage. I'm just going to come out a random play here just so you guys can kind of see how the play breaks down. So basically, with my first setup here, I'm just going to go ahead. It's mainly something that you can run towards, like versus like blitz. I just have two options. You can block the running back and you can drag X. And then other option you can do is just motion X all the way across the field on an in route. So I'm just going to run the play here so you can see. As you can see, X gets underneath the zones. You can hit him quickly over the middle of the field. I'm going to let the play develop a little bit this time. It does look like they're running man. Now, you can also, seeing you don't motion anybody in this drag setup, you can motion him over, just kind of like max protect if you need to on the left side. I'm just going to motion him back. And then I'm just going to motion him across on the in route here. Just because in routes do beat man, especially motioned in routes, so I know they're in man. As you can see, X is open. B got kind of pressed by the man route, but he still was able to reach out and make the catch for me. I'm going to run it again here. You can see, hit that Drake quickly. Easy route, did get knocked down. I didn't possession catch it, that was my fault, but he will catch the ball, obviously, once you throw it to him quickly over the middle. As you can see, they blitz off the left side. It's hit easily. You're going to want to dive down or protect yourself, something, because you don't want to get cracked a lot over the middle of the field because you are sure you're going to fumble in this game here. I'm just going to motion next over, call hike. As you can see, I got open. The cornerback made a pretty nice play on it, but Thomas was still able to make the catch. I'm going to motion him back over here. They are in some sort of zone coverage here, but I got two people blocking, so we should be good. I was trying to throw the B route as a cut over, but the DC was able to get a nice shed. Alright, this time they are in man coverage. B got open. Now I usually do have a better wide receiver here, I just didn't make the substitution. I'll usually have Ginn there, so he'll get a separation. Smith isn't very good. I'm just going to motion Ginn back over just so you guys can see how the play works out here. You can see it basically beats any zone. I love this play setup a lot versus zone. It gets over clouds. If they got a purple, just a deep blue, you don't need a pull route. That's why I really like this play a lot. Real quick here, I'm just going to make the quick substitution just to put Ginn where I like him. I like my second best wide receiver inside and then my worst wide receiver outside, just because sometimes I motion block him, so there isn't a need to always have him there. So I'm just going to go ahead and show the next play setup here. I'm just going to come out in a cover 3. The next play setup, I just go ahead and corner route Y, and then I'm going to go ahead and block, or whip route my B wide receiver, and then from there, I'm just going to go ahead and block the running back. Now this is the setup that you want to run if you feel like they're going to blitz a lot of people. The only other thing I do is I motion X a couple steps and hike. So as you can see, B gets underneath these zones, and then if they are shaded down, you can easily throw that corner out. Now, with this post route I'll show you right here, you can throw it as it cuts over the middle of the field. That's why I like motioning it a few steps, because if I left them alone, it wouldn't be very good. But as you can see, wide open, nice easy dot. Now, if they are in some sort of cover 0, they do sometimes get that separation on this deep post. If you have seen my streams, you will see that I have people with that. Just because there's no safety up top, so if you just need a little bit of separation, you can just bomb them or get like a rack egg on them, something is where they're behind, and then you still are able to catch the ball. So again, with this play setup here, I'm just going to go ahead and corner route Y, and then from there I'm going to block RB, and then motion a few steps. Now, depending on where the zones are, depends on the reads here. This corner route still got open. I did throw it a little bit late, so the cornerback reacted. You can still usually throw it, though with no pull route inside. As you can see as he cuts, easy dot. You don't want to wait, because if you throw it late, the cornerback's going to react and recover. But if you throw it like slightly after he cuts, you're going to have an easy dot. So another setup that I do like here, it's pretty similar. I just go ahead and corner out Y. I block my running back, and then I just go ahead and drag A. So basically, all I'm going to do here, I'm going to motion X a few steps in, just like the other play, and then as you can see, I got this drag I can hit over the middle of the field. I still have that corner route, and then I just have two routes over the middle of the field as well. Now this isn't a setup you're going to want to run if they're sending heavy pressure, just because you're sending out a lot of routes. So you're going to risk not being able to block the blitz if you're sending out if you're sending out five receivers in the play. So I'm just going to motion it here, hike the ball again, just so I have a little bit of time. I'll show you I can throw X once he cuts, but I'm going to wait to throw B. Like I said, it gets over every zone. You don't really have to get nervous about throwing it if there's a quarterback underneath it. Just mainly like if they're like within 5 yards, just kind of throw it up and towards the sideline so it gets over their head. So this is what the play setup looks like. I'm going to go ahead and motion X a few steps. And I did have X, but I decided to dump it down to Cook. See a few easy yards there. The only other variation of this play that I like to run, I just go ahead and block the running back. I put Y on a corner route, and then I go ahead and put X on our route. Now this I like to run versus the blitz just because I have this route over here that you basically have to manually guard, otherwise it's going to get open. And then I have a high-low read on the left side with this corner route and this out route. Like the other plays here, I'm just going to go ahead and motion X in between Y and B, and then you just make that read. And that time the slot defender was playing on a purple route, so he was wide open. I'm just going to come out and put the defense in hard flats, just so you guys can see how the play works here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and block RB, corner route Y, out route X, motion him and hike. As you can see, hard flats, wide open, easy dot. Now the corner route did kind of man up on him, but this route beats man, especially when it's on the line of scrimmage here. They're not going to get a good press or anything, so he's going to be wide open. I'm just going to run the play here again. This time I'm going to focus on the right side. See, wide open. That route is very, very good. Not a lot of people know about this type of crosser. It's not the regular crosser where it goes more up the field. This one kind of, it's a little bit shallower, but it gets above the zone, so that's why I really do like it. This play setup, I do mix in quite a bit. I also like how the line blocks in it. As you can see with a lot of other play action plays, the line doesn't, you can't slide protect. But with this play action play, I can. So that makes the play very, very unique. Next, I'm going to go ahead and show you tight end in.